What's going on, guys? My name is Voss, and if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I was supposed to post a Lamborghini Urus review. It's done. It looks really good. I'm actually going to wait to post that because today the Tesla truck is supposed to get unveiled, and very soon, actually, codenamed the Cybertruck. And before we jump into the unveil, I want to break down everything we know about it, and then let's see. There are some bold claims being made on this truck by Elon. There are some bold claims being made on this truck. So I want to kind of break down everything that has been mentioned so far about this truck from him and some other rumors that I've looked around at. So let's do that, and then we'll see what this thing looks like. Before we jump into that, though, I just want to say that we are approaching 1,000 subs, and I did mention a while back, and I probably should have done a better job explaining this, but when we reach 1,000 subs within a couple weeks or so, I'll be giving away a GoPro, and it's actually right here. I'm going to give one of you a brand new GoPro Hero 7 Black. This thing is great. I do most of my in-car stuff with this. This is my go-to camera when I'm not using my 4K camera for cinematics and stuff. But you can do just about everything on this. Some YouTubers pretty much hold this in their hand with, and they've got a lot of subscribers. So this thing's great, but pretty much how you can win this is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram. I have some posts on my Instagram that say giveaway post. It doesn't matter which one. Find one of them, comment, tag 3 friends on it, and then I'll pick one of you to win this. So make sure you enter that. Alright, so breaking down some of the speculations, some of the stuff that Elon said and some of the rumors. Price. Price is supposed to be, for the base model, around $50,000, $49,000, $50,000. So that's actually really impressive because the Model 3, which is their entry vehicle, the base model of that is around $39,000, $40,000, and the Model S, the entry level on that, is about $79,000, $80,000. So this puts you right in between. But if you compare it to like a optioned or somewhat optioned F-150, 1500, you're not really out of the ballpark. $50,000 is about what a truck's going for this day. So pretty good if that's true. So next, let's talk about the range. From what I've heard, the range is supposed to be, for the base model, around 300 miles up to, as you change different trims and levels, 400 or 500 mile range. That is really good. So yeah, again, if that's true as well, that's going to be very impressive. And another crazy thing that I read about it, which I'm going to be a speculator on this till I see it, but Elon made a claim that it's going to tow 300,000 pounds. 300,000 pounds is a lot, and I want to know in retrospect, is it going 2 miles an hour? Can it tow it for 10 feet? So I'm actually very curious to see how that works. And another claim was it was going to have 240-volt outlets for, if you're a contractor, if you're using a welder on 220, or if you're using a bigger air compressor or bigger tools that would require that, it should be able to power those. That'll be super cool if it does that. It's also supposed to have full 360 cameras. It's supposed to be able to parallel park itself. It's supposed to have different, when you get a Tesla, you get a ton of tech. So they're going to try and mash a lot of that tech into the truck form factor, which will be very good because when you think Tesla, they generally have some of the best tech. I think they're going to be calling this, I don't remember for sure, but the Model B, I think, is what it's going to be called. So, B, and then we got S3XY, so I don't know what else is going to be in there, but so far that, we got B, and we got a semi-truck coming, and then S3XY, so, and then an R. So it's kind of interesting how he's going through his names. Another thing that Elon tweeted this was, it would not look like anything you've seen on the road, and it's supposed to look like let me read out the tweet. The Cybertruck doesn't look like anything I've seen bouncing around the internet. It's closer to an armored personal carrier from the future. So the looks are going to be pretty wild. They'll probably be controversial. It happens every time they come out with a vehicle. It's always they look kind of interesting, and then you kind of see it more, and it kind of grows on you. So I'm very curious to see. I hope it's a good interesting. So that'll be pretty crazy. So that's pretty much everything that I've seen and I know about this thing so far from all the rumors that I've looked at from what Elon said. So we're 10 minutes away from the unveil. So I'm going to also throw a screen capture up, and I'll kind of be watching that and kind of commenting on what I see. So let's get to it. All right, it's starting. Let's see what this is like. Okay, there's a bunch of strobe lights. It's a bunch of red. There's a ton of people. This is about to be very interesting. Wow, this looks pretty intense. Oh god, the suspense is killing me. Oh my gosh, this is so intense. This truck better live up to these claims. Oh man. Okay, there's still a ton of hype that they're building. I just kind of want to see it now. We're 10 minutes into this. Oh, something's happening. Okay, that's not a truck. Explanation about oil and all the other stuff that's going on. Okay, Elon's coming out. All right. All right. That's Elon for sure. Bunch of strobe lights still. All right, the Cybertruck. He's talking about Cybertruck now.
Let's show you what trucks you see trucks all the time, but as a reminder, what do they look like?
So he's just kind of going through. He calls it the 100 years of shame. Oh, come on, the trucks haven't been that bad, but all right, they have looked similar. All right, I'll give them that. They definitely do. So it says so far 1.5 million trucks have been sold this year. A little over 1.5 million.
Selling vehicles in America are pickup trucks. We have to solve sustainable energy. We have to have a pickup truck. So I present to you the Cybertruck.
Okay, now he's. Oh gosh. Okay. It's happening. The Cybertruck's coming out. He's talking about how to have sustainable energy, you have to have a pickup truck. I would tend to agree. Oh god. Okay, this has got to be a prototype to the actual truck. I don't think that's it. That doesn't. Okay, that just looks like. I don't think that's the actual truck, but we'll keep watching. Doesn't even look painted.
So
6.5 foot bed, 6-seater.
The functionality I'm going to describe, height or less.
A 6-seater.
And we're able to achieve much.
75-inch height, 79.8-inch width.
Same weight.
Only 6-seater. What?
The problem is the fundamental design change. We removed the mass to the outside. Franz has a sledgehammer.
So that prototype body is all stainless steel is what he's saying. He's bringing out a dude with a sledgehammer, and I think they're gonna. I think he's gonna hit it. Let's see what happens. Oh no, he's got another. Okay, he's got a. What looks like an F-150 door that he's gonna compare it to. Oh, dude's taking his jacket off. This is getting real. Hell yeah.
Do it.
I think that's an F-150 door.
Same thing. Hit it harder.
Okay, so he hit it pretty hard, and it looks like it didn't do anything, and that's what they're trying to prove here. So they compared what looks like an F-150 door or a Ford door to this prototype Cybertruck. He just threw some shade.
Truck can take a sledgehammer too. Truck that won't scratch, doesn't bend. What else can we do with this truck? That's a 9mm bullet shot at the door. We're in California, unfortunately.
Okay. He's not actually going to shoot the truck, but he's got a video of a regular steel door to the ultra hard stainless steel, the truck chassis or whatever. I don't think this is the actual truck. I think this is just kind of one of the prototypes that they did. So
that looks like a paintball.
Yeah.
Very different.
He just called regular truck doors tissue paper.
You know, when you say something's built tough, that's what we mean.
He took another shot.
What about the glass? Seems like a vulnerability. Yeah. Transparent metal glass.
Okay, so showing the Tesla glass is a lot stronger.
Yeah. But
It's not.
It's kind of a small ball though.
Okay, he's gonna ramp this up a little bit.
Yeah.
So he dropped it from what seems to be 2 or 3 times as high, and it still was just fine. And now he's gonna put a bigger ball.
A bigger ball.
He's going all the way to the top now, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, dude from earlier's come back out, trying to break this glass. So he's throwing a ball right at it. Hopefully it doesn't hit anyone in the crowd.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Okay, so maybe that wasn't the actual
It
glass.
didn't go through. So that's a plus side. Let's try the right. Try that one, really? Okay. Sure. Oh man, it didn't go through.
All right, I kind
Let's see.
of see the actual truck now.
Okay,
so it's gonna have air ride.
I think
Okay.
this is actually a very important design element because if you have if every truck has the ability to adjust the ride height, so you can go very low or very high, so you can be efficient on the highway, and you can also go off-roading. It's going to have the highest clearance of any production truck. Rear is 100 cubic feet, 6.5 foot length, bed length. Up to
6.5 foot bed. That's
pounds
pretty good.
payload.
It's like a standard size bed. An F-150 bed or something like that. 3,500 pound
And
payload.
it can tow.
All right, towing's coming out. Is this the actual truck? Okay, so towing is 14,000 pounds.
But what about a real world test? Like let's actually have a tug of war here with an F-150. So you see. Yeah,
So they're doing a little.
see which one can pull.
Is that the actual truck? I don't know why. I'm still having a hard time believing it. Alright, so it can out-tow an F-150. Wow, they're just dogging on forward in this. Man. 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Quarter mile in 10.8. What?
Now see the.
Okay.
How does this compare to a Porsche 911?
They literally drag
Okay,
race this
we're
thing to a
gonna give it a little bit
911.
of a head
Oh my
start.
god. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are current.
I'm still not believing that's the final truck. I feel like that's a prototype.
This is the actual truck. This is not CGI. We have 3 ranges.
So 250 mile for the base, 300 mile, and then 500 mile. Wow. That's impressive. 500 plus.
So, yeah.
It'll have 110 volt and 220 volt outlets on board. Okay, so a lot of the rumors and claims that were made ahead of time are definitely becoming true. I still don't know why. I don't believe that's the final truck.
Onboard outlets for 110 and 220 volts. So you don't need a generator. The truck literally is your generator. And as a little plus, because it's got an air suspension, we can tap off the air suspension, so you have a pneumatic source. So yeah.
Wow, that's really neat. So it's got an onboard air compressor because it's got an air ride
Of
system.
course, it will come with autopilot standard.
Self-driving auto park trailer docking. Okay. Very cool.
There'll be 3 versions.
Why isn't he saying anything?
But it's gonna.
So it starts at 39,900. Okay, so that's right at the Model 3 right now. Okay, so that's actually huge. That makes I'm still having a hard time believing that's the final truck, but if that's true, that's incredible. So the tri-motor all-wheel drive is the one that does 0-16 2.9, and they have a dual-motor all-wheel drive, which is 4.5 seconds, 300-mile range. Single motor, the $39,000 one, 6.5 seconds. But the tri-motor is 69,900. Okay.
But the actual economics are even better than that.
Wow.
Because the cost of electricity is much less than the cost of gasoline. So when you look at the actual cost of ownership here, all right?
Wow.
Yeah, so you can order now if you would like.
Is that the actual truck?
Tesla.com/Cybertruck.
Man, I wish I could get a ride in that.
Yeah, don't mind the glass.
2.9 seconds. That's nuts. Tri-motor.
Anyway,
Wow.
Thank you guys for coming.
It just doesn't feel like it's over yet.
It's going to be a great party, and you'll love riding around this thing. It's great. All right, thank you. Oh, wait.
Oh, yep. Here it is. Now he's going to bring out the actual Cybertruck. I can feel it. I can just taste it.
Should we do the... Oh yeah. We also made an ATV. So...
There's a Tesla ATV in there? Of course there is. He did this thing with the Roadster and the semi-truck. Of course. Of course there's an ATV in there. Okay, so a Tesla ATV is now coming on stage. Wow. To go in your Tesla Cybertruck. Wow, the truck bed's very different. So it retracts on its own, and it's got a full... Wow. It's got its own, like, ramp and everything built in. Wow. I don't know, I'm still having a hard time believing that's the truck.
So you got load mode,
you can charge it in there. Oh.
You take a ATV or dirt bike, whatever.
Okay, so the air ride's now. Oh wow, that's actually really cool. Is that it? Okay, so supposedly it's done now, and you saw one angle. They didn't move it around on stage. You just saw the front view. There was a couple different photos and videos they had on the screen, but overall, I mean, I'm having a hard time believing that's the actual truck. I don't know why my gut's telling me that that's not sexy enough to be a Tesla, but it does look like nothing I've ever seen. We'll see what actually happens. But numbers-wise, I mean, initially were saying it was going to start at 49,000. They're now saying starting at 39,900, 250-mile range, 0-60, 6.5 seconds, 7,000-pound towing. And then the very high one was like 69,900, 0-60, 2.9 seconds, 14,000-pound towing, 500-plus mile range. They had their own ATV, which they didn't really say anything about, so that was kind of cool. Adaptive air ride suspension, 220 volt, 110 volt. Since it has the air ride, it has a compressor built in that you can use for your tools and stuff. That sounds very promising. Overall, I'm very impressed with the specs. I need to see more angles of the truck before I decide if I like it or not, but first impressions, I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I'll definitely be considering adding this to the fleet of vehicles. This looks incredible. Or it's numbers make it seem incredible. I'm still not sold on that's the final design. I don't know why my gut's telling me that there's something missing. But all right, that's gonna wrap this up, guys. It's that was sweet. That was really cool. They were very quiet about everything. They didn't really make a lot of fuss on stage or anything. They didn't show different angles. It was just one angle with some different stuff. They really were crapping on Ford that entire time. Alright guys, one more thing before I hop off here. As soon as this ended, I was going through the thing and it showed the different price and specs and whatnot, and it said the order price was $100. I'm still convinced this is not the final truck. Call me a conspiracist, whatever you want to call me. Just, I don't know. I'm convinced this isn't the final truck, so I'm placing an order. So we're gonna, if everything pans out, we're adding this to the channel. Supposedly, as of now, we are. I don't know. I gotta move some things around. The truck I realistically want would be the tri-motor all-wheel drive. That's not dropped until it's at late 2022. So we got plenty of time. We don't have to worry about that now. But yep, I'll show you really quick. The order is done. See, I gotta find something to block off part of this. 1 second. All right. Order is complete. So, yeah, so my order is complete. So we'll see. Now I'm very intrigued. Like I said, I have a feeling this is not the final truck. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this is gonna go live hopefully later today or maybe early tomorrow, right around when this is, when the truck blows up the internet. And then the Urus review I'm gonna put next. So, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to enter the GoPro giveaway. One of you is gonna win a brand new unopened GoPro Hero 7 Black. So, stay tuned for that. Check out my Instagram. But, all right, now I'm officially done.